Hey, I'm Tracy, owner and decorator at Auntie's Cakery. For these giant cupcake cakes, I used a giant cupcake mold by Cakes of Eden. I also used some of the other tools they include with the cupcake mold set. The first thing I did for the giant blue cupcake is make a chocolate shell. I started with Wilton candy melts, stuck them in the microwave for 30-second intervals until it was nice and melty. Then I take the bottom silicone mold, pour in a little chocolate, and spread it around the edge. And of course I coat the bottom also. Dump out the excess. I'll stick this in the fridge for about 10 minutes to chill, and then I'll put a second layer of chocolate. Again, I put it in the fridge to chill, and after it's chilled, I gently roll the silicone mold right off the top. Flip it upside down and take the rest off. After I wash up the mold with a little soap and water, I'll add the delicious cake batter. And I'm filling these almost full. For the bottom layer, I want a little cavity to hide some candies, so I'm using the little cavity silicone liner that they include in the set. Snap that right on. Then I stick it in the oven at 350 degrees for about 45 minutes to an hour. Check it and make sure it's done sometime between there. After the cakes have cooled, I go ahead and level the tops. And because I made a chocolate shell, this cake won't quite fit into it, so I'm trimming off the edges. Then I'll put a little buttercream inside the cupcake shell so the cake will stick. And I just stick it right in there. A little more buttercream. Now time for the candies! M&Ms! Yummy! Pile those in there. And then I'll stick the top of the cupcake right on. Using a number 1M star tip and a big bag of dark blue buttercream, I'll pipe little stars right along that adjoining edge. After I've got a few piped, I'll take some blue pearls, stick it right in the center for added decoration. For the next row of little stars, I used a medium blue color icing. I want the cupcake to go from dark to light, from bottom to top. Again, I'll pipe a few and add some pearls, just like I did on the bottom row. For the third row, I'll lighten the blue icing just a little more, and again add pearls. The fourth row is still slightly blue icing. And then the last bit is the natural color of the buttercream. And I add a little dollop of buttercream right on top, just like I would for a small cupcake. Then I'll stick in my topper. For this case, I used a number 1. And to go along with that, I did a few little cupcakes as well, using the silicone molds that Cakes of Eden provided. And there we have it.